Day 2, morning ritual. Birthday tomorrow. We're sitting outside now, having a beautiful... Oh, there's a rainbow.
We're going snorkeling in between the island and us where there's coral.
Likely to see some pretty cool stuff. We're going to bring you with us on... We're going to bring the phone to the water. Hopefully it goes well. Just getting ready for us snorkeling. Bringing you with us. Beautiful wind today, beautiful water still. Came from back there at the very end of the row. And just getting ready to go get some pictures and explore the island just before our snorkeling. Oh yeah. Doing a little ride through the jungle here. Cat got a neat hat. Protect your head on the trip. That was cargo in there. Where the Middle Eastern inspired restaurant was. Weather depending. In the jungle, so we are just taking our time, going to find a photo op, and we're going to do a little bit of snorkeling.
The island is full of these sandy trails and lush forests. It's yours to explore. You can go anywhere you want with the bikes. Of course, in a 45+ degree heat, the slow pace is preferred. Yoink, taking you home. Just kidding. Now, shortly after our bike adventures, we did head down to the docks where we took this day yacht out to where the coral patch was. You'll see from the videos following that some of the coral is actually destroyed. It was actually from a tsunami that hit the area in 2004 and it hasn't quite recovered. So right about here you can see where the drop off is from the coral edge, and just past that you can actually see some barracuda in the distance. The bigger fish hang out past the coral. Nothing's really big enough or poses much of a danger to us as humans. The reefs are teeming with life. Here we can see some surgeonfish swimming around. There are some snappers. We didn't see any lionfish, however. We did see the barracudas earlier, some goatfish later on. We did see a trevally off the ledge there, as well as some blacktip reef sharks as we were swimming. As we continue looking around, we see staghorn coral in front of us. There are some green corals there as well. And the plate corals, those large ones that you can see everywhere. As well as if you look close enough, there are finger corals too. Here in the distance on the right hand side, we just saw a parrotfish. We were very impressed with this excursion. It was honestly quite fantastic. We did wear life jackets just to help us float in the current. There was a strong current just going along the reef, so it wouldn't pull you out to the water, the deeper water, but rather just keep you on top of the reef. And we just kind of sat back, relaxed, took in the views. It ended off with the boat picking us up and bringing us back to Vommuli Island.
Again, it's actually raining very lightly out there, but there's a storm coming through from behind us, so we'll see.
Luckily the storm did not hit and we were able to get out to the beach and go down to the beach bar, have a couple of drinks and do some things. This is us heading to the champagne sabering, which is one of the St. Regis specialties where they'll use a sword to take off the top of a champagne bottle.
The offices of Raj, the bottle of champagne.
After the champagne and a sunset, we went inside to the whale bar, which is where we are currently, for some dinner. We had actually a pretty fantastic view of one of the larger villas at this resort, which you can see here. And it was a really spectacular night. Very calm, very warm. This was the view from the whale bar on our walkout.
Alright, just got back from dinner. Looking like a fantastic night outside. Essentially, we're going to go do some stargazing on the nets, which we're going to show you here. I want to go outside now, so all we have to do is go onto this iPad. And you just sit here, which is the best.
Totally obsessed with these iPad systems and definitely need one at home. You can close them from here as well.
So, we've closed the... we haven't closed lights yet, but we're all packed up inside. we can turn off the lights, and as we come around, you'll see we've actually taken the duvet to one of the nets here. And the plan for tonight is we're going to shut the lights with the iPad, which is on the chair there, and there's some lightning going on in the background. You can hear it, but we're going to essentially do some stargazing here tonight.
This is what the villa looked like with the lights on, so you can see any fish that swim by. You can look down too. We had them off for the stargazing.
And of course, that way to yoga. A little bit of rainy weather, but luckily it is 7 a.m.
After yoga, we went down to Alba restaurant for a buffet, and this is just a little bit of more detailed shots about the spread that was there. It's pretty fantastic for being so isolated and on such a small island. They pretty much had anything you want. There was some local delicacies, some local fruits, as well as, you know, the standards that you would find at a buffet. So a little salami bar here, cold cuts, as we continue on. Just some nut section with honey and toast and a bread slicer. And this is our table. And yes, there was bottomless mimosas.
Happy birthday! Thank you. So it will be long.
For an extra embarrassment factor, this candle does not go out when you blow it. Obviously, it's a sparkler. And in the tradition of vacation and bottomless mimosas, I really mean the mimosas did not stop. After breakfast, we walked down to the beach that we could see in the last shot, which is just in front of Alba, and this is what it looks like. There is just a sandy bottom. There are some destroyed corals, not because of the hotel, but rather just because of that tsunami that came through. And we just kind of explored and found that if you went around the backside of the island, then the corals were actually in pristine health. I guess the tsunami waves had not hit there as hard, and so you could actually see a lot more wildlife. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on part 3.